me. You're getting your fucking shoes off. Stop it. So it is official. Last night, I experienced my first Karen. So here's the story. Every single night at 9:50, I head to work. Mind you, I live in Harlem, New York City, and my job is in Connecticut. So I gotta take the Metro North to go to Connecticut for my job every single night. Per usual, on my route home, I hop on the train. At this time of the night, it is always pretty packed, so I gotta go to the first few train cars in order to find a seat. It was slim pickings because, again, it was busy. So I decided to sit in front of this older lady. Wasn't sitting next to her, was sitting in front of her with plenty of space between us, like a two-seater facing another two-seater. As I approached and sat down, she was, sitting in her seat, legs crossed to the side, minding her own business on her phone, whatever, cool. The second I sit down, she leans into me and goes, "Can you move to the seat next to you?" And I look at her puzzled and I'm like, why? She goes, "Because I want my feet where you're sitting." I didn't answer, I just looked at her, kind of like. She goes, "So, are you gonna move?" And I looked at her, I said, no, I'm not moving. She's like, why not? I told her because I'm sitting here. So she said, "Well, I want my feet up, and there are plenty other seats for you to sit in, so you go move so I can put my feet up. I'm an old lady, I think I have the right to do so." I said, I'm not moving, sorry, but I have every right to sit here. And from that point on, she starts mumbling to herself, insulting me and whatever. And as I'm sitting there minding my business, trying to get my ticket ready for the conductor, she starts sliding down in her seat. Mind you, this woman is 71 years old. The way your back is positioned like this is not good for your back nor your posture. You should not be doing that at your grand age. So as she's sliding down the seat, she is now sliding so her feet are invading my personal space. And she is now touching me with her feet against my legs. And I thought at first it was an accident. Thought nothing of it. I was like, okay, maybe she just doesn't realize how close she is to me. I bring it up to her and I ask her, I was like, "Sorry, ma'am, but you were touching me. I would really appreciate if you would not do that." She said, "Oh, well, you're sitting where I want my feet, so I'm going to continue to touch you until you move." So I repeat myself. I say, "I'm becoming very uncomfortable. I would really appreciate if you moved your feet and stopped touching me." She again said, she's like, "I'm going to do what I want because you're sitting where my feet should go." So at this point, she picks up her one foot, puts it to the left of me on my thigh, and is now wrapping her foot around my ankle. So clearly, because she's old, she must have not heard me the first 2 to 3 times I had asked her to please stop touching me and leave me in my space alone. So now I'm yelling. So now everyone on the train can hear the situation because you're not going to make me uncomfortable like that, and you're not going to invade my personal space and harass me. Once I start yelling, she then puts her foot up my face like this, her dirty bottom of her sole. The conductor finally comes over and is like, "Whoa, what's going on? What's all the yelling?" So I start to tell him what's happening. Mind you, she's still touching me and refusing to move her feet away from me. And this is where I realized that I should be recording this for my own safety, so I did.
Long time, and she just is.
That's why.
She's being a fuss.
People can sit anywhere they want.
She's pretty crazy. I'm not
You were actually harassing me. You were touching me without my consent. Do you realize that?
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
And this is up until I decided to sit here. Your feet were in your space. Please, thank you.
I think you should stop the train for her.
You decided to move your feet and touch me. Get your feet off of me! How fucking dare you? You're 75? You should be fucking ashamed of yourself. You were acting like a child.
Who's the child?
You!
You're the child. You have the whole train to sit on, but you want to sit with me?
These are empty seats. There's plenty of space. You did not decide to do this until I sat here. You were the one causing the issue. You decided that you were all high and mighty. You got to sit in your high pedestal. And when I decided to come sit here, you decided to cause the problem. And you were still touching me.
If you continue to sit there, I will. If you move, you'll be fine. Look at all the seats right there.
No, I'm not going to move because this is ridiculous. You are the one who was harassing me. You were touching me without my consent. You're touching me. Get the fuck off of me. You're getting your fucking shoes off. Stop it.
Fine.
No. How about that, bitch?
Now you're not in my space.
Your feet are still right there. If I have 5 feet here, they're in my space. You're taking up the entire area. This does not belong to you. That seat you paid for does. Not right here. This is where I paid for so I can sit.
We're done. You're fine. Enjoy the ride.
Thank you. You too.
When I put my feet up, I'm going to put them up.
No, the fuck you're not.
It's okay.
And I hope he's got a cop on the train.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Thrown out the window. I'm sorry that this is happening. No, you can't be that sorry. I'm not that sorry. Thanks for practice. She's fine now. She's calmed down.
No, I'm still not okay. I'm just trying to have an anxiety attack.
I just please.
You just have to separate, that's all. It's all good.
I could have put my feet up eventually. She's not gonna like it. She doesn't move. But right now we're fine.
No, because she wants to put her feet on me.
There's even seats up there you can put your feet up.
I'm not moving.
So the situation had escalated to the point where the conductor grabbed the cops because what I was doing clearly wasn't doing anything. I know. But I am a person who has very severe anxiety. So I was getting to the point where I was having a panic attack. The police came and was trying to talk to me. And I gotta say thank you to the woman that was sitting behind that hag who stood up and told the cops what was happening, because I was in full-blown panic attack mode. I couldn't verbalize anything. And whilst I'm having a panic attack and I can't speak, I'm crying because I'm overwhelmed, this lady is mocking me for being anxious and talking shit while I'm trying to talk to the cops about what's going on and what she's doing to me and how she's harassing me and even probably even assaulting me at that point. But it got to the point where they ended up diffusing the situation as best as they could. She pretty much got a slap on her fucking wrist of don't do it again, and they walked me to a different area to sit instead of removing her from the situation. But that's besides the point. So, oh, and she offered me fucking crackers. After doing all of that, she offered me crackers. No, I don't want your fucking crackers. No, but that's my first go around with a Karen. Would not recommend it. Don't want to do it again, but unfortunately I can't control that. The good thing is though, my best friend said she's going to give me a lesson on how to be mean, aggressive, and intimidating, because I need that. I'm a little too nice, let's be honest.